Heyo. Heyo. Let's bring the energy on this fine morning. Yes, yes. We're back. I'm back at least. I guess you're back too. I guess. I don't know why. I mean, I guess for both of us. Sometimes I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And then I'm like, oh, because someone's got to do it. I'm like, might as well be me. I mean, are you doing it? I'm doing what, Z? What do you mean? What are you doing exactly, Z? Well, I'll let you figure it out. But either way, we're all here for another fine day. Isn't it grand? So let's do it. We'll all do it together. Because it's really not about, well, it is about me, actually. I take it back. I was going to say it's about all of us, but it's mainly really about me. You know, you guys are kind of like secondary characters in my little play. They do say all the world's a stage, apparently. And by they, I mean Shakespeare. And by Shakespeare, I mean Sir Francis Bacon. Didn't he like write the Bible? I don't know. We might need to fact check that. I'm not sure. Did Shakespeare write the Bible? That's so strange. Weird. What a weird world we live in. I mean, they say it's the greatest story ever told. So, is it so crazy to think that the guy who wrote like Hamlet and Romeo and Juliet, like, is it so crazy to think that that guy could like kind of write the Bible? Oh, he just interpreted it. Okay, whatever, fine. Who cares? It's not like you could ever know it anyway. And here's the real question, guys. Does it matter who really wrote a thing? Like, does it change the message? It shouldn't. Remember, we learned about logical fallacies yesterday? What does it matter who wrote a thing? Isn't it really the information that matters? I don't know. I'm just asking. Anyway. You know me. Just asking questions all the time. Questions. I mean, I am the Zetetic warrior. I mean, you know, just look up what Zetetic means. It does matter, Christy Lee. You and I can agree on that. Oh, wait, we disagree. Because wasn't I saying it doesn't matter? No, I'm confused. But either way, I am the Zetetic warrior. Zetetic's a real word, everybody. Like, it's in the dictionary and everything. You know? Like, it's in the dictionary. Just saying. Like, I didn't make the word up. It's a real one. You gotta like words that start with the letter Z. There's not many of them. Really, when you think about it. All right. Let's do the show. I'm still accepting applications for substitute Z show host. You know, it's like for the mornings I wake up and I'm just like, oh man, am I really going to do this again? You know, I need somebody to kind of fill in for me. Who wants to be a substitute host? Like I said, feel free to apply. But I have pretty strict criteria regarding any potential candidates for the position. You know, probably my top like criteria would be that you know, you're in some way like I don't want to say like insane. I don't want like an insane person hosting my show, but like you can't be like any degree normie, which if I had to guess, that really doesn't apply to any of you people here. Except maybe that Benowitz guy, who I think is still a bot, but what do I know? Well, let's do it. Let's start the show. I mean, Mad Max here, Heidi's here, and Chrissy Lee Dolls and Capricorni, a bunch of great people. So let's do it. I mean, I'm fucking here. Like I said, though, any potential substitute host. I don't mean co-host. I mean like a substitute host. You can come in, you host the show, and I go back to sleep. Maybe I listen. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Is it something you guys be interested in? All right. Enough with the banter. Let's get on with the show. Let's do the opening. First, the cam has to come on, and then we do the opening. All right, let's do the opening. Good morning, everybody. Grand Rising and Grand Approach. Welcome back to Z Show, the show that never ends. The show where we explore all things me, Zoetic Warrior. I'll take a trip into the deep recesses of my consciousness and see what comes out the other side. Who knows? Who knows? Who's here? Calvin Mauve. Bonjour to you, Mad Mac in the house. Capricorni. Heidi Divine Spirit 313. Chrissy Lee Dolls. Truth Hurts TV. Dave O. Yes. What's up in the house? He says, Happy Hump Day. That's right. You say so. Yeah, Christy Lee Doll. It's not Benowitz. It's Botnowitz. He's a bot. Dom Catcher. With a... Is that a... Is that a Talcott icon? Or is that just the way you look? Maybe that's just you. Interesting. Dom Catcher, you look like Jack Talcott. Without a beard. I don't know. OTW, up early. OTW, I have a retro throwback segment involving you and me that I might play this morning. You might be interested in seeing it. I don't know. That's a quick teaser for all the listening audience. An OTW and Zoetic Warrior throwback segment. Maybe we'll play that this morning. I don't know. Random Fan says it would take a dozen people to take your place. Oh, thank you, Random Fan, but I'm not quite sure about that. But thank you. What's up says Heidi, my favorite Black Widow. It's Alpha Widow. There's Benowitz. What's Benowitz saying to me? He says, I'm no bot, you stupid fucks. Well, a well-programmed bot would say exactly that, dude. So, Benowitz, you're a bot until proven otherwise. The preponderance of the evidence points to you being some type of algorithm, dude. No one's buying it. Big Stank in the house. Mad Mac, what are you saying? You said, Z, I don't know what shill you were on, but I remember the first time I heard you going on Flat earthers about our government. No way we're governed and how it's bad. It was the coolest rant ever seen. I think I know what you're saying, man. Man, Max, it looks like you use voice to text a lot because some of your words get I think, kind of typoed or whatever. Oh, Dom Catcher says Jack's my dad. Got it. Jack's son's name is Dominic. You got that right. At least that's what he said. Sophia. Uh, Sophia, what is that? Bernie? I don't know. Nice to see you, Sophia. Nice to see you. Snafu snaps. Snafu, you're going at OTW right away in the chat. It's so funny. It's like you guys roll out of bed and just like everybody rolls out of bed and just picks up where they left off. Just conflict, conflict, conflict. Where's the resolution, everybody? All right, Mad Mac, we get it, we get it. Mad Mac's been going off lately. Mad Mac let us know yesterday that he has a very kind of tragic and interesting childhood. I don't want to repeat what you said, Mad Mac, because I don't know if you're comfortable talking about it again, but dude, if what you wrote yesterday in the chat is true, man, God bless you, dude. God bless you. Whatever happened to you in your childhood, if that's true, what you said, which I have no reason to believe it's not, like, kudos to you, dude, for moving forward with your life. And, you know, although you are here at Z Show with all of us other dregs, undesirables, we're kind of like the, you know, we're kind of like basically like the outsiders of YouTube here. So, but either way, you're here, dude. We're kind of like the deplorables of the YouTube world. But anyway, much love, Mad Mac. I don't know. Mark Smiler said, "Who won the satanic show off a few days ago?" I won it. Of course, I won. But we did find out, Mark, that fucking Ian of We Are Awake TV, was under the tutelage of a fucking avowed Satanist and Omniist for like years, which is weird. I don't think it's Jack's real son, Chrissy Lee Dolls. Oh wow, look at this. Snafu Snap says, I find it funny, OTW, you clown on Z to appease your daddy Paul and his cult, but you come up here kissing his ass. Wow. Look at that, OTW. Snafu's filling old Z in on some of the goings on, the backbiting. Wow, Snafu. Do tell us more. That's all right. I'm going to play this morning probably. I found Snafu. I dug up on YouTube from the YouTube catacombs. I went into all the archived YouTube records, Snafu, and I found the first time OTW broke bad on Z. So it's funny you say that now. It's very appropriate. I was kind of getting that vibe, Snafu. It's weird. Big Stank says he's talking to Talcott. Dom Catcher says I spoke to Paul yesterday. I plan to come on his podcast and speak with my dad. I'm sure we'd all like to see that. Interesting. Yeah. OTW said, I already told you that yesterday, Z. Well, I mean, you alluded to some things, but Snafu seems to have some more information about it. Dom Catcher, this apparently Jack Talcott's son, says, yesterday we celebrated my mom's birthday. She finally decided to call my dad back. Someone told us about his channel. No, we're not believing you, Dom Catcher. Sorry. What a shame, though. I know OTW. I know. Yeah. Somebody here passing through 21s, trying to make some links between the Shakespeare, King James Bible shit that I was talking about. Right on. You know, who knows, guys? These are just stories. We don't really know. OTW says, I've never said anything about you, Z. Snafu is crazy. It's fine, OTW. Snafu says, did Mr. Z watch the last 2 episodes of you and your daddy and his cult of Z's? I know you talk your shit, clown, with Paul, but when you're here, it's all gone. Optics are high. Well, interestingly enough, Snafu, let's let me see if I can find for my audience the first time OTW broke bad on Z and fucking lost his marbles. Do you remember that, OTW? When you said I was brainwashing you and and that I was controlling your mind? Does anybody remember this? Who were like some of the long time people that have been around? Heidi might remember this. It's all right, OTW. Relax. It's all good, OTW. It's all good, dude. But let's play it. I'll play it now, OTW, before the crowd really rolls in. That way it's like not too embarrassing for you. The first thing I pulled up, Patrick, was the episode where everything went down with Jason and you cried at the end. But it's not that interesting. Like, you know, there's not that much audio. It's sort of you just kind of quietly sobbing. So then I found the next day where you fucking flipped your lid on me. Yeah, Heidi remembers. Yeah. Let's play it. I'll just set the stage really quickly. OTW and I had a kind of incident where I went on a show and got a little, you know, I did my Z thing on his show and it upset Patrick. And then he flipped out on me the next day, said I was brainwashing him. But anyway, let's play it. Might as well. Let me see. Hopefully we're there. Yeah.
I had to do what I do. What did I ask you? What did I ask you before the fucking panel, dude?
Am I under any obligation to listen?
I told you he was my friend, and I said, what? Treat him like your friend, man. That's what I told you before, and you fucking went and did the fucking opposite, man. You wanted my channel to look like a fucking trolling piece of shit channel. Look at all my videos, man. I'm respectful. I treat everybody with love. I'm a fucking nice person, man. And you went and made me look
I'll let
like
you grandstand.
I was a fucking asshole.
I'll let you grandstand,
I don't want to look like an asshole when
You're taking no responsibility, OTW.
What
you
could
have hit the button.
What are you talking about? I'm up here taking responsibility for what the fuck I did.
Freedom. He let me go on his. You could have hit the button any time, dude. How are you not understanding that, dude? Did I have control over your button?
You're absolutely right.
That's all that matters, dude.
I was influenced. I fucking got on the bandwagon with you, my buddy. I fucking
You
did it.
invited me.
Yes,
all right,
I
let me
did,
talk
but I
now.
thought you were
Let
gonna
me
come
tell the
out with
world.
fucking sensible and knowledgeable fucking information to break him down from his fucking paradigm and show him the fucking truth without fucking insulting every fucking
What does it
part
matter
of his
what
body
you
and his
thought I was
family.
going to do? What does it matter what you thought I was going to do? I did
Because
what
I
I
asked
did.
you before we went live. We were talking 20
OTW.
minutes backstage before I went live, and I fucking broke it all down for you. You fucking had every single fucking information, and you're out here fucking defending that?
Yes,
You're
I
full
am.
of shit, man. You're
Because
just
fuck
full
him.
of shit.
Fuck that guy. Fuck
You're
that
full of
guy,
shit,
dude.
man.
Did you think I wasn't going to take that
supposed
guy
to be
down?
fucking friends, so that's how you treat friendship? Eh?
You're the one on here going like this,
me
dude.
on my own fucking channel, you stupid
Look,
fucker.
he's taking no responsibility
What
for
the
anything.
fuck are you talking
You're
about?
taking no
You're
responsibility
the one
for
who's
anything.
a fucking, you're a louche, what we call in French.
You can keep calling me whatever you want, dude. You can jump on the fucking.
You were disrespectful.
You big up me for the last 2 months.
Man. We just met. We were texting each other. I thought you were amazing, man. Until that fucking day where you decide to show your true fucking face. Come on, fuck off, dude. What the fuck? You think I'm stupid? What? Because I can't talk like you? Because I don't have a fucking intellectual mouth like you?
You hear this guy spiraling,
fucking
dude?
go brainwash everybody with your fucking words? I'm not that fucking stupid. I was awake.
So did I brainwash you,
OTW? No, fuck you.
Did I brainwash you, OTW? Is that what you're saying
right now?
Is that what you're saying, OTW? That I brainwashed you?
I swear to God,
Did I
I would
fucking
fucking show
brainwash
you
you,
respect,
dude?
you motherfucker. If I was you,
I never disrespected
I
you,
would show you
OTW. I
respect.
never said one
I would
thing.
fucking show you.
I never
who the fucking
disrespected
man
you one
is here.
time.
You motherfucker.
I never disrespected you one
Fuck
time,
you,
OTW.
Z.
How productive
You have to
it is
understand
to
that,
sit
dude.
there and yell
Get it out,
OTW.
dude.
I can do it too! Ah! 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 Ah!
Dude, that was
Fuck.
the Sam Kinison. You feel better, OTW?
Let it
I
out,
I mean,
dude.
I just
Feels
called
good
Freedom
to get
Dick.
it off my fucking chest.
Everybody needs an
Because
effigy
you're
to
a fucking
burn, all
prick
right?
with me, man.
Everybody
It's not
needs an
about
effigy
Jason
to burn.
anymore. It's not about
You
Jason.
knew Jason had to go down,
It's all about
OTW,
you and me
you're
right
glad
now,
I
motherfucker.
did
Leave
it.
Jason
You're
out of
glad
this,
I
you
did
stupid
it.
fuck.
You're glad
to
I
me.
did it. You're just grandstanding. You're glad
Between
I
you
did
and
it.
me right now.
That
And you're up
fucker
here
had
on
to
the
go
panel,
down.
and I'm confronting you with the fucking bullshit. You fucking agreed with me backstage to be respectful and not make this fucking whole thing personal. And you did the opposite. You did the fucking opposite. You made me look like a piece of shit, and I fucking fell for it. I fell for the trap. You didn't just fucking blew fucking Jason out of the fucking office. You made me look like a piece of garbage.
You don't see
I'm
that
letting
you're
go,
also
Freedom. I'm
making
letting
yourself out to be a victim, dude. You could have
Yeah,
said
dude.
victim.
Do you know how weak that is, dude?
You could have taken Z out. You had
mutual
complete
respect
control. The
between
same
two
way I could
friends.
mute your ass right now, or I could mute Z or Biz Wolfer. I could take any of you fuckers out of here right now, and I could take the stream myself and put my fat face up here and talk about what a great guy I am.
Yeah,
And
that's
let
right.
you guys come
That's
on
right.
here and vent and yell and get it all out. No, don't run, don't head out. Just let's have a conversation.
So, yeah, everybody. What do you think, Snafu? I mean, I guess past is prologue, right, guys? Some things never change. OTW breaks bad on Z like 7-8 months ago. That was the first time. And now here we are, Snaps. The Snafu optics are high. You know? I guess, I don't know, Patrick. Like, I guess we've grown, but in some ways we just keep revolving in this weird cycle. Now wants me to do a cut of Dick screaming for quick breaks. That's actually not a bad idea. You know what I am going to cut out, Niall? When Rose 777 like lost her fucking shit on my show the other day, I'm going to cut that out and preserve it for all posterity. Probably much to Rose's chagrin, I'd imagine. Because I don't think we'll ever see Rose hit that level of insane energy ever again. She pretty much said like it almost like took her out. Like I think Rose took a couple days to recover after the little incident on my show the other day. But we're definitely cutting that out. Just like that. I'm going to cut this one out too. Come up later, Pat. We can talk about it. But the snafu optics are high, man. They really are. The OTW crying one was like the ow, was even better. See, OTW, if I play that one, it's not as good because it's just you silently sobbing. Like for like minutes. I can't play that one. Part of me wants to play it, Patrick. I just want. Wow. What? Benowitz is calling OTW a Freemason. Oh my God. Am I going to have to play the one of you crying? Oh, am I really going to do it? I don't know. Maybe I'll just I can't. I don't know. Where the fuck is it? Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Fuck. I don't want to. God, Pat. Let me see. Where are you crying, dude? Let me see if I can fucking find this. Oh my God. I bet you weren't expecting this one this morning, Patrick. OTW, Snafu just got me thinking, basically. It's right after Bizwolfer gets off. Let me see. See.
I was like, we didn't even get into it as much as we could have, because I think I really could have gone into some things better than I barely scratched the surface, dude, on what I could have brought to the table. So
you muted size. Yeah, I muted them both at the same time. It was just completely ridiculous.
This is when Z.
A bunch of noise.
This is when Z made Patrick cry
from any side.
Let's watch it.
So I muted both of them. I was trying to be the best host that I could be, but the energy was completely off, and I can't control the energy. Energy flows. It's if I was a real magician and I could harness and control the energy, I would, but I couldn't. Z has his own energy, has his own way of thinking, and he did what he did. And you guys want to hold me accountable for it, then so be it. You want to crucify me? Go ahead.
Come on, hurry up and cry, Pat.
Empathy and compassion.
Come on.
Was
just do it.
Manic, green, stuff. Whatever. I'm not against you, Freedom Grower. I was just saying it because it's a new lesson learned for me. Okay.
I'm glad you left this one up, OTW.
In heat of bottle? I don't know what the fuck that means. Unless you are a ninja. All right, whatever.
Come on, where's the part where you
just
break
I see
down?
That there was really a lot of comments and everything, and wow, man, this was an insane live stream. I wanted to take it down, honestly, but I talked to one of my friends and he said to not take it down. So I don't know what to do, guys. How about if I could cast a vote, I'd cast a vote, and I'd put it in chat.
This is when Patrick was in full cupcake
think
mode.
I should take this stream down, and what should I do?
This is when Patrick was like the ultimate cupcake. I think this is the part. This is the moment.
Yeah, I tried. I did. See, I tried to intervene, but yeah, I could have muted him, but
Patrick, why were you so cupcaked up at this point? What happened? What was going on with you?
I fucked up, man. I'm not perfect. I fucked up. Fucked up on live, right there in front of everybody. The joys of live streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, tell me about it. This is my 7th live.
Snafu thinks you're still a
you enumerate
cupcake,
them.
Pat.
Live stream number 6. This is number 7 actually. Fuck me.
Come on, just cry, Pat. We're waiting for it. Stop it. I don't want to miss the moment where like you start. Like I want to fast forward, but I want to catch the moment where you break. That's because that's the money shot.
Yeah, I get you what you're saying, man.
We want to.
Yeah, you're right, Vividness. Sorry, guys, if I'm not talking too much. I'm like on a low vibe
Right,
now.
it's all right.
Fucking.
You're only
calm
broadcasting
down.
live, Pat. No need to,
Man, what a fucked up
no need to
live
talk.
stream, guys. You can't stop a flying bullet. Yeah, wow, what a fucking right.
That's right,
Hey,
Lizzo.
OTW and everyone. Much
Can't.
love from Malcolm Sheen. RT, pull it. Too many bottle scars on
Yeah,
this
RT.
one.
Yeah, listen to
Much
him
love,
of all
OTW
people.
News. Okay, leave it, brother. Might need it for yourself or future endeavors. And no worries, brother. Love you.
Come on,
Thanks a lot,
Pat.
Jimmy.
Cry.
You're cool and fuck, man.
Here it is. Here it comes.
Thanks a lot.
Guys, I hope you can. Pat, look at you, man. You really did this, Pat. This happened.
I'm just gonna need a minute, guys.
You had to turn the camera off. Oh my god. He's still crying. Look at. Oh. Oh my god.
I got this. I'm all right, man. I got this. I got this.
Oh god. He's still crying.
Thanks, Yeti.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh. You're just crying for a minute.
You
So
missed everything, dude.
why is this so funny to me? Oh my god.
I just guess all of this is just making me sad.
Oh.
Yeah, how thick do I need to have my skin, man? 20 miles thick? Thanks. I come to appreciate all of you too, you know that? Wow. Thank you.
Oh. Oh. Oh man.
That's well said.
Mm. Oh my god. Unbelievable.
Yeah, you're right. Just coming back down off the higher whatever fucked up energy that was overwhelming.
Oh.
Handle it.
I don't know why this is funny. Oh my god. He's still crying, dude. This- I can't believe it, man. Ben, what's this is gay, dude.
I know you're not the enemy. I'm no one's enemy unless you want me to be your enemy, I guess.
Oh. Oh my god. All right. It's probably not as funny as it is to me, but I don't know. It's so stupid. I could do this for the rest of the show. Yeah, YOLO Swaggins thinks
Thanks,
it's hot. You're
That's very
crying is
encouraging,
hot,
brother.
apparently. It's weird.
I guess I'm just overwhelmed with emotions and it comes out through my eyes.
Who's this What's Up Cynthia? It's funny because you have no value in your life and you get off putting others down to make yourself feel better. Cynthia, like that's how you're going to approach my channel is like, What's Up Cynthia is going to come to my channel and leave like that dumb comment. Get up here, Cynthia. You don't just show up and leave the stupidest comment in the world. Yeah, it's funny because you have no value in your life.
I agree with you.
What value do you have in your life,
100%.
Cynthia? You cunt.
Couldn't be more.
Oh, you have no value in your life, Z. And you're just gonna watch OTW cry. I'm just a cunt. Like anybody cares about who What's Up Cynthia is. Yeah. And gives a fuck about you or what you have to say. I got some people in the back. Let's let them up. By the way, Patrick is still crying, everybody. Like, oh, that's the fake Cynthia? Okay. Sorry, Cynthia. I take that back. Much love, Cynthia. They're informing me that's the fake Cynthia. Note, Patrick is still crying. Let's bring him up. Patrick, come back. Come. What the fuck?
I'm fucking dying out here, man. It's fucking.
You're still crying, by the way, dude. You've been crying for 5 minutes straight, dude. What
Oh god. Okay, I'm good. Go ahead.
You know what's funny? Just a side note, Christy Lee Dolls just made a comment that rings true. She said, I've made guys horny by crying plenty of times. You know what's funny, Patrick? I've had girlfriends in the past, and like say we'd get in an argument or whatever, and they'd cry about something. Their tears would turn me on. So what Christy Lee Dolls just said actually holds true. And I don't know what that says about me, Pat, that like I'd make my girlfriends cry and then like their tears would fuck. I had this one girlfriend, this chick I dated for
I muted them both when.
Hold on, let me shut you off back here. Let me get rid of it. Hold on. Let me turn this off.
Kept yelling at you.
And then
I was silent the whole time. What?
You were just crying for like 5 minutes. So I've had this one girlfriend I had, I won't say her name. We dated for almost 8 years, and she was really pretty. She had these pretty blue eyes, but every time she cried, her eyes would turn this pale blue color. Her total eye color would change, right? And she would get this pale blue color in her eyes. She looked like a fucking fallen Nephilim fucking spirit. So it would turn me on. And Christy Lee, I get it. Like a couple times, like as she would cry, like I would like lick the tears off of her cheeks as I was fucking her. Isn't that weird, everybody? Anyway, I'm sorry. Let's get back to let's get back to you, Patrick. Do you remember this day? What led to the tears and the crying? And why did you not shut the stream off? Like, what was your mindset? Like, I'm gonna sit here for 5 minutes and cry. What the fuck was going on with you? Was there another life event that was happening? Like, what the fuck happened, bro?
The only thing I can say is I'm a very emotional person, right? So I just let my emotions get the better of me at that moment. That's what I can see. Actually, it's like I just let myself go.
It was, and that experience, like, in the beginning, like now I've gained a lot of experience since I started this YouTube adventure. And but this was in the beginning, and I see how I'm still a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Like I still didn't understand the dynamics and how everything works out here. And I was like, obviously a newbie. And I let my feelings get involved and participate in the whole thing because I was thinking I had a different mindset.
Right, I see that, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Cause I came on your show and I just fucking dropped holy hell. I dropped a fucking grenade in your show. When now it's a norm. Like now, like look at the funny part is, Pat.
Even I
look
do
at
it
your
to Jason
panel
now.
Dude, your panel now is like Royal Rumble, dude. People go at each other's throats on the fucking daily, bro. But you weren't in that headspace yet. You were still trying to do information at that point, right? And now it's
I was
just
also in the We Are Awake TV cupcake community. I was still in that mind state. It's like, and it was like a bridge club, where everybody's playing bridge and they're sending each other hearts and everything.
Let's let up. We got somebody in the back that wants to talk to you, Pat. Snafu's in the back. I'd imagine he's got some shit to say to you, dude.
Oh,
why?
God. Let me hold on. Let me mute my window so I don't hear what he has to say.
What's the deal with him, dude? Why is Snafu so hot to trot about OTW, dude? What's it? Let's let him speak. Snafu, dude, speak your mind. What's going on, man?
OTW is still cupcake and cries like a little simp still, but he's changed because he got a little rougher. He got a little icing put off the cupcake, but he still cries. Paul told you to block me. You blocked me. You freaking go on Paul's channel the last 2 streams because he has issues with Z, and so you come up and want to join the bandwagon. I'm a Z fucktard, blah, 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 with your fake Z symbol and all that. And I find it funny you come up here and then kiss ass. You copy everyone, OTW. You talked about how you let kids fucking take you down. You're a simp, dude. And it's shown from day one. And you know what? You're fake. You cried. You fucking block like a Nazi. You follow your daddy cult leader. No, people should know what kind of simp and crybaby you are.
Obviously, you're delusional. Did you know that when you cry, you're actually being authentic, you dumb motherfucker? Have you actually ever cried in your life?
Oh, okay. I'm going to cry online.
Have you ever cried? Have you ever cried? Yeah, well,
an authentic pussy, bro. That's what you call it, an authentic pussy.
I don't care what you say, Snafu. It rubs off me like.
I know you don't care what I say, but I want to know I want to know is why you go on Paul's joining the fuck Z bandwagon and you come on here acting like it's all good. No, I just want to know, why do you do that? Why do you do that?
I enjoy it.
Why don't you got his fake? Why don't you got your Z logo that you have ready for Paul's? No, why don't you bring it on here? Just curious. Why don't you do it?
I'm doing it. I'm telling you the truth. What else do you want?
That's not the truth.
What? Telling you that I like doing that? That's not telling you the truth? How fucking more honest can I be?
No. Well, okay. I know you like I know you like doing whatever your daddy tells you to do. Okay, I know you're a simp. I think I know that you. No, you fake
here,
it.
Let's cut this short. I'm everything you say I am. And more even. Are you?
What is wrong? Are you triggered? Are you gonna start crying? Be authentic. Maybe you should cry right now. Cry right now. Be authentic for everyone.
For whatever YouTube
no. Why are you avoiding the question of being fake? No. Hey, me and you never even had issues until you started culting up for your daddy, Paul, and everyone knew you copied everyone. Everyone knows that. But no, as far as you crying like a little baby, nothing's changed. You're still the same. You just do it in a different way.
No,
you just do it in a different way.
Okay,
because you don't want to look like a fool anymore.
That's true. Well, looking like a fool. Actually, I don't really mind. For me, this is entertainment. I don't. There you go.
You are like the biggest simp ever. You're gonna start copying Paul more, or anyone? Where's the originality, OTW?
You're watching it right now.
You're a fucking idiot, dude. I just find it funny that you Why don't you like you guys the last 2 streams because Paul has it up for Z,
People like
which is
funny
fine. I
idiots.
get
They
it.
don't like
No.
big
You
mouths.
go on there, you talk your shit, you got your fake Z logos, you do your shit, but then you come up here kissing his ass. And you admitted the other day, you're like, I'll be on anyone's panel, even if Ian was doing it, because you're a clout chaser. You're fucking all you want to do is broadcast and be this fucking da. But you're a crybaby, fake ass clout chasing simp. It's simple as that.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I guess it's. I mean, yeah, you're not going to argue. You're
Did everybody in chat get that? You know, like you guys note that, put that, like, get a pen and paper, write that down.
Whoa. Why are you referring to the chat? I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to the chat. I'm talking to the simp.
I answered you already. I said, okay.
Oh.
What else do you want me to tell you? You want me
to?
I know what you want me to do. You want me to get triggered and
no, all you do
argue.
is suck up. You copy Paul. You fucking suck up to everyone. You two-faced fence ride. One minute you're like, fuck Z, fuck them all. The next minute you're like, Z, I love you. You're my man. And I get you're just going with the flow. But what it is you are a fucking simp. You can't even stand up for your own individuality. You told us the other day you'd let a bunch of kids stab you and kill you. Like you're a fucking idiot, dude.
This is a fucking insane asylum today.
Yeah, I'm the insane one, but you're the little bitch crying like a little bitch, and you still do it. Your daddy tells you to block people. You block people because daddy tells you. Your daddy tells you to make a fake Z icon and clown, so you make a fake Z icon and clown. Which is fine. You do it, but then you don't. You come up here acting like blah blah blah. I'm just curious. Why do you fence ride? Why do you? Is it you just need the attention? You need the clout? You want everyone to love you? You want, I mean, for one, you blocked me because your daddy told you to. We weren't even beefing at the time.
Yeah, exactly. Batman, he's the best detective of all.
No, I just find it funny. You're just such a fake, and your crying still exists. It just shows the core value of what you're about.
I left it
everything
up there.
Everything you say and do.
Make fun of me.
It's not even making fun of you.
Fun of me, Snafu. You get it? Because I'm able to laugh at myself, and I can make fun of myself, and I can fucking enjoy
Why would you? Why would you laugh at yourself crying like a little bitch like that?
Because it's goddamn fucking funny, and I was being a fucking
that was
pussy,
really you. That's how you act. That's what you're about.
It was great.
You know what's funny is how you fucking stick your nose up your culted daddy's ass. What's funny is how you go with the flow. No, what's funny is you go with the flow type guy.
Diagnosed me with multiple personality disorder and fucking, I think, was it psychopathic tendencies? So yeah, don't worry about it, Snafu. You're not talking to somebody who's normal.
Well, no, I'm not. I don't even give a fuck about that. I'm wondering what comes to two-faced, like fence ride and bullshit.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
No, you're gonna avoid that question, huh?
Don't really give a fuck.
You might as well grab the icon you made for Paul and his stream on the fucking Z, because all you cult members have the Z symbol. You're clowning on Z, and then you come up here and say no. So I thought it was funny.
Where's Z? What? You think Z's gonna start crying? Oh, you think?
Hold on 1 second.
You think Z's gonna start crying like a baby like me? Huh? Do you? God, I have to go to work. God damn it. I'd stay and have more fun, but I'll smoke one more doobie. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
I mean, interestingly enough, Patrick, Snafu Snaps is like more concerned about the OTW optics than I myself am, which is weird. But I appreciated Snafu because, hey, somebody's looking out for good old Z here, at least. But
sorry about that.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, Snafu, I appreciate you kind of looking out for me, man. I mean, I'm not like super concerned about the whole OTW optics in relation to myself, but
No, I get it. I just the two-facedness, the fakeness is what got me. I mean, me and OTW never even started beefing until Paul told him to block me, and he
I know
automatically
that's
did.
why you're
Block
fucking
me, not
triggered,
you know.
dude.
And I'm like, wow.
That's why I'm not taking anything
Wow.
that you're saying to the T, because I know that you're triggered because of that. But I still like you, Snafu, and you know.
Right.
much
So
love,
you
man.
go full Nazi blocking for your daddy.
Oh, yeah,
you
but
go
I
and
do it for
clown on Z and
entertainment
make fake
purposes,
icons for your daddy, but then come up here and say
I
you
do it
like
for
me and
entertain-
say,
it's not
oh yeah,
personal.
yeah.
Business
No,
is
you
business, man.
follow, dude. You can't even be your own individual. Well, at that time, you should have said,
No,
I'm no problem
I'm
with
just
Snaps.
an evil
We weren't even
motherfucker,
beefing,
man,
and
and
you
I
blocked me
embrace
like
it.
a little bitch.
You just don't get it, man.
I do get it. You're chasing clout. You're chasing the fucking. You're chasing the broadcasting
Remember
dream.
that guy you saw crying fucking 10 minutes ago? Remember that?
It's
I
the
did
same
a
guy.
180 degree. I went full
No,
out
you're still
fucking-
the same guy. You just do it in a different way. You've learned from Daddy Paul how to do it sneakily.
Yes, you're right. I have
Your
learned.
cupcake, yeah, you do it sneakily.
I have learned it.
But no, I just found it funny that, like, you know, all you guys had the Z icon. All you guys were clowning like a motherfucker. But then you come up here and you don't even mention once any of that shit, which is fine.
I did
But
yesterday
maybe
when I
you
came
should-
up
maybe you and
yesterday.
Z should talk, because I'm
Why
kind
do
of
you
curious,
think
how does Z
why
have
do
an
you think Z
OTW
is
news
not
show?
triggered?
And then
I
OTW
already
is
came
clowning
up
on Z
yesterday
with
and
Paul.
told him that we did a bit on. We already told him that we did a bit on him and that we were having.
It wasn't a bit. You're, you know, well, a bit, non-bit, whatever. It still
Everybody
factors your
on panel
comment.
had their own letter and everybody had their own Zetetic
Yeah.
name.
Yeah,
So
the
what?
cult.
Big
You guys
deal.
got culted up,
Big
more
deal.
cult action. Daddy
Big
tells you
deal.
what to do, so you guys did it.
Yeah,
Daddy
it's
told you what to
fun.
do, and you guys did
Daddy
it.
has great ideas. Daddy
So it's
likes
a great
to
idea to
have
clown
fun
on Z
and does all kinds of
and
things.
calm
to
the
make
word.
these
And
broadcasts
Paul says
interesting.
the shit he says, he means it.
Oh God,
So,
Snafu,
like,
the only
Z, you know,
impression that you give me is that you're jealous because you can't do the same.
I'm not jealous of you, dude. You're one who
No,
cried on
not
the internet.
me,
Like
not
a bitch.
me, not me. You're
You
jealous.
told
of Paul.
everyone you would let children
No, you're
fucking
jealous
kill
of
you and
Paul.
stab you and fucking
Not
beat
me.
you up.
You have no reason to be jealous about
I'm
me.
just saying you're
talking
not
about
being
Paul.
true. You're not being truthful
What are
with
you
your
talking about?
with who you
I am
are. Your
being
presentation.
honest with myself.
Entertainment is probably the best
Instead
word
of
you
being
use.
a hypocrite and trying to pretend that I'm not a fucking mischievous, devious.
I don't know.
motherfucker.
You
I
sure
am.
acting the optic show
I'm
it.
all those motherfucking things. You get it? And
Yeah.
until I understood that I needed to embrace that side of myself, I
So
wasn't
embrace the
authentic at all. I
two-facedness.
was fake. And
Embrace the
that
cult. Embrace the
motherfucker that
cult. You
was
definitely have
crying
embraced the culted
was the
ones.
only fucking true
You
part of
definitely
myself.
have embraced the culted ones. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I didn't know that I was.
Yeah,
suppressing
wow,
it.
that's gonna go next to Sly's comment
No,
where Sly said,
I'm
"I don't know if
gonna-
it's a cult or whatever." See, you guys admit it. That's what's even
No,
worse.
I was suppressing
That's what's
myself.
fucking
Now
sad
I'm
about you
letting myself-
pathetic losers. Fuck, man. I just
Yeah,
want to know
you know
why
what?
you're clowning on Z the last 2 days,
If you
and
keep
then you
up with
come
it,
up here
I'm
and
gonna get
acting
into
like
contact
nothing's
with
going
fucking
on. I just
Marfugal,
curious.
and I'll go
No, I'm
work
curious.
for Marfugal just to fucking piss you off.
Oh, so I work for Marfugal, and so you're avoiding the question.
Yeah, I'm gonna go work for Marfugal just for you.
Go for it.
There
You
go.
would. Just
just so you can make
you
videos
guys-
about me and promote
I
me.
don't give a shit. I'm just curious why you guys were clowning on Z the last few days, and then you come up here acting like nothing's happened. I even thought it was interesting. Z gives you a
Because
whole
we're
OTW
fucking
news.
grown
And
men.
clowning is clowning.
We don't
I get it.
bitch
But
around
you
at
act
each other
it.
like fucking dude.
No, don't lie.
Come on, man.
OTW, don't lie.
I'm not lying, man. I've fucking grown in 8 months, man. I've understood things.
So you're
man. I don't
growing by
take
fucking
things-
clowning
yeah,
on Z and
don't
everyone
you
else and
find that
following
you're
your dad.
taking
So
things a
anything
little bit-
daddy tells you is growth. Anything dad. So if daddy tells you to go make a
Don't you
fake
find you're
icon and
taking
clown
things
on
a little
Z
bit
and join the
more
bandwagon.
personal?
Okay, well, if daddy tells you to block Snafu because
Fuck,
daddy's
who
upset,
cares
not
about that?
me
Why
and
does that
OTW, but
affect
daddy's
you
upset with
Why
Snafu.
does that
So
affect you so
OTW
much?
follows what old daddy told him to do.
Why
Yeah,
does
I
that
see
affect
exactly
you
what
so
you're doing.
much?
You're two-faced faking it, and you're doing it with Z and others.
Okay,
I mean, I'm just
whatever.
straight up telling you what I
So
see
that's your
and
opinion.
others see too. It's not just
So,
me.
that's
And you
still your
clout
opinion.
chase. You're all about copying and just trying to make yourself
That's still your
famous, or
opinion.
what the fuck do you think you're trying to do? And Cynthia hanging out with the granny panties. I think you guys need to like smoking, and it's like it's so funny to see these people try and copy and just fit in and can't be individuals. And then I'm just curious why you're clowning so hard on Z the last 2 days, the last 2 podcasts. I know why Paul is, because Paul's a jealous fuck. His daddy. But the culted members join in. See, he's avoiding the question, Z. He doesn't want to. He has a fake icon. Z. He's, what
You
were you?
haven't asked any questions.
The worst
You just
broadcast
fucking-
warrior. Y'all had warrior names, right? You were the worst broadcast warrior.
All right,
Yeah, I'm the terrible broadcastic warrior. Thank you very much.
hold on,
Right.
Pat. I'm gonna do something here. Can you hear me, Snafu?
Yeah, I could hear you.
Yeah. Try to sum up like a Cliff Notes version of what do you think's going on with the whole Z thing, people doing, with Z in their mouth.
I think Paulie, the one, he showed signs of jealousy, even with OTW. When OTW was starting to go live, Paul got jealous and fucking talked him into quit doing it. Join the show. When Brian, everyone who goes live when Paul, it was the same thing Mark Fugel used to do, is they get jealous, they help you up, and then they get jealous because people are going live or like they want schedules, which is a stupid thing, And then you see the cult members, the ones who lick his nuts, like comply. Okay, daddy, we won't stream when you stream. Okay, daddy, we won't do what you will do what you say. Block Snafu because you have an issue with him, but I don't. Okay, I'll do it. Oh, let's talk shit about Z and clown on him and let's make fake Z icons and the whole fucking pound man. I think you're witnessing a cult mentality, and I think it's all comes down to Z, your show is picking up. People enjoy it. You're successful in different ways. And I think there's jealousy on the old Daddy Paul side. And it's not even with you, dude. He's jealous when people go live, when he went live. But I think you, because of who you are, you're a different ball game. And that's why Paul took it to the mat. Like, I get we clown on each other, we make fun of each other, we do what I get it. But OTW's being fake as fuck. Because he'll go on there and clown on you the last 2 days and then come up here and act like nothing happened. And that's all I gotta say.
Right.
I'm calling the optics for what I see it.
All right, now let's get OTW up and let's get his side of the story. Let me get OTW up here. Of course, my computer's running extremely slow. I might have to do something on my end, but let me bring Pat up. All right, like you kind of said your stuff, Pat, but like, how do you respond to Snafu Snap's last comment there?
I mean, I already told you whatever I don't have anything.
So you're
to say
basically
to you,
saying like it's kind of like
Right.
fun and games. Like your whole thing is kind of the way I look at it, where like we're all kind of busting on each other, and in the end, it's sort of like almost like a club, like an insiders club, where we sort of just have free reign to kind of tag on each other, and we're really just kind of promoting each other anyway. So when Paul Enslaved does a P show, and you guys are kind of ripping on Z, it's actually like
promotion.
It's actually like promotion. It's like when I came on here and played you crying and laughed at you as you cried for 5 minutes. It's kind of just only giving you promotion to your channel, dude.
Absolutely,
right?
Because it's gonna go to the people's hearts, and the psychological aspect of all of this. Some people just don't get it. It's when you're looking at the whole dynamics of everything. We are kind of like all us broadcasters, we're kind of like coworkers, and we are all kind of like friends at the same time, even if we're not really in real life friends, right? So we can joke around, poke at each other, fucking make fun of each other, jokes. Paul fucking makes fun of me right live on my fucking broadcast, calls my broadcast a piece of garbage. I don't take anything personally. I fucking laugh at it myself. I even say, yeah, you're right. It's fucking terrible.
Right.
It's eventually you got to go beyond your ego, and if you want to create something even more interesting, something that will actually, you're going to push the boundaries beyond yourself and forget about what the fuck your feelers are all about, and let's explore. You think Hollywood actors don't need to fucking completely deconstruct their ego to create the characters that they embody when they're doing their like making a movie? And when that person actually embodies that character and you actually feel the emotion through the screen, and you're actually having that emotion at the same time as the actor is having it on the fucking screen and portraying his role, There's a lot of hard work put into that. And I believe that everybody around here, Z included, myself and Paul, we're all trying to strive to do that, to entertain you people who are watching. It's that simple. It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with taking sides or doing this and that. We're all on the same side. We're all working together, even if we're not working together. It's just like a WWE fucking federation thing. It's like it's to a point. It's like it's just not scripted. You understand? We just don't have any writers writing our shit. It's all improvised. You know, it's like okay. So I mean, there you go.
That's a big part of it, but there's the other side of it. Like, there's the realness to it, and then there's like the shticky side of it that is WWE. And the weird part is, Pat, the lines sometimes become blurred, even for those who are participating in it. You know what I mean?
I've seen that happen.
You know, because those were real tears coming out of your eyes when you were crying, dude. And like, you know, I've gotten in my emotions plenty of times, like through this.
But that was like on my first day of fucking working in a big company, and I'm the one fucking my little trolley fucking handing out the mail to everybody, and then the boss comes and tells me you fucking suck, you were slow, and then I go into a closet, cry my eyes out. That's what happened, man. Okay. So I was like my first day on the job, and you know, it was a bad day. That's the way I see it now. You understand? Because if I really want to make this part of my career or my future, if ever like the world doesn't end or something like that, then you know, I had to go through that kind of thing. Yeah, this is how you learn. This is how you become a better broadcaster. This is how you understand how all of this functions. And I enjoy it. I enjoy learning. I enjoy being part of the process. I enjoy being parts of bits. And another thing is, Paul never told anybody to change their names. Just to, you know, put that out there. No, but he never said to anybody, change your name. He just came up and he was already like that, and everybody follows suit. So
right,
you know, when you know when to read the room, you see everybody following suit. What do? You follow suit. You know.
Right. People don't realize, Pat, we're live hours and hours and hours again, and it's just basically improv. You have a thought, and you go with it, and that's kind of like what it is. A lot of people don't get that, man. It's like we're kind of doing something pretty unique here. You know, this isn't like a scripted show. You know, any of us. We don't come on. We don't write it out. It's not pre-recorded. It's all fucking live. All of it. The good, the bad, and the ugly, man. It's just fucking weird. But that being said, I do think we are kind of creating an echo chamber for ourselves. And what methods do you think we, the collective we, can use to sort of branch out a little bit, right? Because we're kind of in this like YouTube echo chamber. We're not really being promoted through the algorithms. Not many people are going to find us as recommended on their homepage. What do we do? Do we do like a Talcott thing? Because I think there's extreme ends. Right? One thing is to do nothing, just come on, keep broadcasting, and hope people share your stuff. But two is like to be a Talcott, where you're just kind of desperately reaching out to anybody who's loosely associated with this community and trying to talk to them. Like I've seen Talcott, like it almost looks like Talcott has interviewed people where it's almost like, Pat, there's like an open panel, like .com that you can go to, and you can pay other creators that have some juice. You can pay him a couple $100 to come on and interview him for an hour. Like I've noticed Talcott doing that, dude. I've seen him with some guests, and I know I'm like, oh, he found that guy. That guy probably has a standard thing. Put $200 in my PayPal, and I'll come on your show for an hour. I don't know. That's just speculation, but yeah, go ahead.
I'd rather join big panels where you have like 1,000 people watching, and that's how I try to promote myself. Like you used to do that, and now you don't do that. Now you just do your broadcast. So now you don't go panel hopping to promote yourself.
No, you don't see me panel hopping. I'm not saying I'm not going to do it again, but don't you find, Pat, when
I
you
do
reach...
it because I want to promote I want people to see OTW news, where so I have to find different ways. There's social media and everything, but I do panel hopping. I don't just go on to Paul's panel. when I'm not over there, I'm on Bro Sanchez's panel where there's 1,000 over people watching.
Right.
You know, I'm hunting to make my channel grow and get an audience outside of this community. I've understood that I need to get an audience that's outside the Unslavious community because I've been bringing more people. So I participate in panels where there's a lot of viewers, not just like 30, 40 viewers now. I try hunting for 100 viewers up, you know. And Bro Sanchez is like 1,000 viewers, so I participate in his panels a few times. So
here's my thing:
I'm actually intimidated to click that fucking link and go on his panels.
Well, you know, I mean, if you're kind of like one of the lone Caucasians around a bunch of passionate brothers and sisters, it can get a bit intimidating. I mean, I've spoken about how intimidated I am to like trying to kick game to these, you know, these melanated ladies. So I kind of get where you're coming from, dude. But as far as I'm concerned, dude, I'm not very inclined right now in my consciousness to be kind of going around to these different panels, man. Like I'm not saying I won't do it again, but I'm in a place where I'm like, I don't know really what the benefit is, especially if I'm not getting enjoyment out of it. I'm not really sure that that's where I'm at right now, you know, because slinging out on these panels, dude, they get messy sometimes, man. You know, I'm just kind of like not even looking at that right now. It's a cost benefit analysis for me. It's like, okay, do I really want to spend hours and hours and hours on end on somebody's panel? You know, you got to sit there, listen to people yap that you're not really interested in, just to maybe say a few words so that maybe somebody clicks on your channel and subscribes. I'm not sure the math works out for me right now. It's kind of my thought. But let me ask you a question.
But think about it. Just the
yeah,
fact that your avatar is up there, it's just like having a banner somewhere on the side of the road. You would look like on a board. Let's say you're not participating in the panel because you know the conversation at hand is not something that you're inclined to have. Whatever, you're not participating in that particular conversation, but your avatar is up. Boom, and your name's up. So what is that? That's a banner, man, right away. Oh,
yeah, you're saying it's like branding more. You're just kind of reinforcing your brand. It's like, oh, so people tune into Bro Sanchez, and then they're going to remember the OTW news. They're going to remember the icon with the mask. You know, you have that non-mask.
Exactly. And when I come back, and then I'm going to say a few phrases or there and this and that, people are going to start wondering. And I've already some audience from Bro Sanchez. You know, and I have some from Santos Bonacci. That Solomon guy comes from Santos Bonacci.
Yeah, I see it. I mean, I see the argument. It's just a pro and con thing for me. For me, it's just about picking your spots. You know, man, Ruled by Saturn is really still not an OTW fan. He has spent the last 15 minutes really going at you, Pat.
I know. I read comments while we chat.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Well, you can't please everybody, man. That's what I learned in the restaurant business. You can't make everybody happy. There's always going to be one of them that's going to.
Yeah. It's really like that. You try to please everybody and you know, pleasing nobody, you know, because like there's people that are like, yeah, I love Patrick, you know, and there's other people like, fuck, get him off. They say that about anybody, dude. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
But here's the thing. I'm going to just rule by Saturn. I don't see Patrick as fake. Like he's saying like you're fake, you're this. And like Patrick, people could probably call you a lot of things, but fake, I'm not sure that's apt and appropriate and accurate. You know what I mean?
I didn't even understand what that means. How? Yeah. I don't even know what that. I wouldn't even know to start like understanding what fake is. Like I've like the only time it's like when you're acting, you know, when you're doing an act. But I'm like, how can I like I'm not acting myself. You know, that's. Hey, wait a minute. Just come to think of it, Didn't Jim Carrey? Yeah, Jim Carrey said one time that his own character was a poor character because he broke his own character down as a, like when actors, they break their characters down so they can get to learn the personality, the backstory, and the whole thing, so they can really get into the role. And Jim Carrey eventually was in an interview, and he said that he's played roles and characters that had more depth to them than his own character. So he says, like, you know, playing his own character, being himself, was actually a poor character. So think about that. Maybe I have a poor character. I don't know. I'm not an actor. I'd have to learn to be an actor to figure out if I actually have a poor character, or does my character actually have depth to it? You know?
Yeah, dude. I mean, you know what it is, Pat? A lot of people like to be armchair quarterbacks, but until you kind of come up and do what we do, which is, like I said, it's at this point, it's, I kind of see us as the vanguard for a new type of media, dude. This whole truthiverse, the panel verse, until people get up here and try to do what we do. Like, there's like 4 of my fans, because you're up here, they're saying, oh, it's boring, because I have you up here and we're just rapping about that, you know. But it's like they're here every morning, like they've seen what this show is, but because they don't like you, they're going to go after me. All right, you guys want to say Patrick's boring and Z's boring? I'll make it real boring. We'll just make it as boring as we can for him, Patrick.
That sounds good. Well, I don't think it can beat the 30 minutes of silence on Paul's stream, holding over 100 people in silence. Did you see
which one was that?
Because I won't be able to do the breaking news, but that would have been one of my breaking news this morning. Is like Paul held over 100 people in an audience for about half an hour, man, in complete silence.
Wow. So because the same people that are saying that because you're on that the show's boring right now, they're also the same people that hate Nathan. So we're just going to play Nathan for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, all right.
We're just going to play Nathan for a while, because the same people, apparently, they don't like you, are the ones that don't like Nathan. So
it's the cupcake-ish thing, I think.
Yeah. We'll punish those members of the audience that think that they really know better, and they're just going to try to armchair quarterback the show from the side. They just want to see people screaming up here, or they just want me to keep dropping the quote-unquote gravy like hour after hour, day after day, as if that doesn't get fucking old. Yeah, I know, Calvin Mauve, you don't like Nathan. So because, Calvin, you have so much to say this morning, you're being punished. And we're just going to play Nathan for a while. Pat, just let me know you can hear Nathan, because I've been having some issues with my
no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to play this one. See, I love Nathan, but I'm going to punish you assholes right now because you need it.
This one's for Neo.
Pat, can you hear that, Pat?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Heard there was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throne. She cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah. 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 Maybe I've been here before. I've seen this room. I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. I've seen your flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 I did my best. It wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth. I did not come to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah. 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 Apocalypse Cabaret. If you were a cowboy, I would trail you. If you were a piece of wood, I'd nail you to the floor. If you were a sailboat, I would sail you to the shore. If you were a river, I would swim you. If you were a house, I would live in you all my days. If you were a preacher, I'd begin to change my ways. Sometimes I believe in fate, but the chances we create always seem to ring more true. You took a chance on loving me. I took a chance on loving you. If I was in jail, I know you'd spring me. If I was a telephone, you'd ring me all day long. If I was in pain, I know you'd sing me soothing songs. Sometimes I believe in fate, but the chances we create always seem to ring more true. You took a chance on loving me. I took a chance on loving you. If I was hungry, you would feed me. If I was in darkness, you would lead me to the light. If I was a book, I know you'd read me every night. If you were a cowboy, I would trail you. If you were a piece of wood, I'd nail you right to my floor. If you were a sailboat, I would sail you to the shore. If you were a sailboat, I would sail you to the shore. Apocalypse Cabaret.
I mean, we could just play Nathan all morning. You know, that actually would be preferable for me. Yeah. We could just listen to Nathan and just spend the whole morning doing it. You know, because apparently, like, most of you people are just, you know, entitled, basically infantilized babies. You think that you're owed something by me and everybody else. But you're not. You know, that's really what it's about. You're not. Like, y'all think it's about you. There's words for it. Solipsism, narcissism. There's a lot of things. You guys want it your way when you want it. You think you're owed something. But you're not. Entitled. Spoiled. It's kind of weird, actually. I'm really doing this for your own good, all of you. Because you need a lesson. Sovereignism generalizing. Well, I mean, look, if what I'm saying applies to any of you, then take it for what it is. If not, then don't. It's kind of just the way it is. You expect things from people that owe you nothing. It's very likely the reason your life is where it is. It's really kind of sad. I don't owe you a show. You know that, right? I don't owe you knowledge. I don't really owe you anything. You know, contrary to like what you may believe. That's what you guys don't understand. Because you're all so you're all so fucking mind fucked by this mass media culture. You don't even know the difference. You don't even realize when Z or OTW, when we come on here and we do this, you don't realize what it is. You're all like a bunch of trained fucking monkey bots. You're all so used to popping on TV and getting the polished production of fucking mind control programming that you don't even know the real deal when you fucking see it. And you're fucking sad. Guess what? Joke's on you all. Because you're the ones that got played out. Clown show. Pure clown show. Your fucking jokes. Yeah. Lizzo wants the clown music. Some of you really need to evaluate your lives for what they are. How you spend your time, your energy, your expectations of things in life. Oh, the clowns are already here, Calvin Mauve. Calvin Mauve wants me to send in the clowns. All right, we'll send in the clowns. I mean, that's what we have Nathan for. We have the perfect song for that. Because it really is a clown show. Take it away, Nathan. Where is it? Here it is. It is a clown show, everybody.
Notice how we're by a fire? Not really. It's special effects. What is real here?
I don't know, Nathan.
Is there anything real? Well, the one thing I know, I intend to find out. And if there is something real, I want to have it. Isn't it rich? Are we a pair? Me here at last on the ground, you in midair. Send in the clowns.
Send them in, Nathan.
Isn't it bliss? Don't you approve? One who keeps tearing around, one who can't move. Where are the clowns? Send in the clowns. Just when I'd stopped opening doors, finally knowing the one that I wanted was yours, making my entrance again with my usual flair, sure of my lines. No one is there. Don't you love farce? My fault, I fear. I thought that you'd want what I want. Sorry, my dear.
My dear.
But where are the clowns?
Where are the clowns?
Quick, send in the clowns.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bother. They're here.
Oh, yes, they are, Nathan. They're here. You said it, dude, not me. You fucking said it, bro.
Isn't it rich? Isn't it queer? Losing my timing this late in my career.
Nice, Nathan.
And where are the clowns? There ought to be clowns.
Oh, there's plenty of them, Nathan, bro.
Well, maybe next Apocalypse Cabaret.
Oh, you said it, Nathan.
Singing our way through the apocalypse, one song at a time.
That a boy, Nathan. That's the spirit, dude. I like it, Nathan. I don't care what anybody says. But it's definitely a clown show, Nathan, my friend. You're not joking there. It's silly, really. The reality, Nathan. See, I'm just going to talk to Nathan here because Nathan gets it, Mr. Sanders. The reality, Nathan, is there is no community. There's no refuge. There's no rest for the weary. And any idea that there's going to be people out there that you can count on, trust, build community with, it's probably an illusion. Throughout the course of human history, probably the only people you could really trust were your family. And now that's gone for most people. They destroyed that. So what you see is a bunch of people who are just hopeless and helpless, wandering through the metaphorical desert, just looking for an oasis. But what we find is that seeming oasis will turn out to be merely a mirage, not real. And many of you clowns come on here and you're looking for something. You're looking for something that you don't have in your life. You exist under the false assumption that you can find meaning outside of yourself. And you latch on. And you fall for these cult of personality leaders that are all too willing and all too able to lead you astray for their own aggrandizement. And you fall for it. One trap after another. Just a bunch of suckers. Just a bunch of sad suckers, really. And that's what we have here. A bunch of incomplete people looking for completion outside of themselves. And it really is a clown show. Yeah, MFT. It's too bad that some people, like, their programming seems to be too strong no matter what they, quote unquote, wake up to. It's really sad. Really is. And clownish. Really is. And this is what we have. This community that you see. It's very strange. So I'll just do this. I'll just come on here every morning and do this. Like, we could do that, guys. We could make that the Z show, where I come on here and I just basically tell you, like, how fucked up you all are. Because you really don't care. You're all just looking for your next fix, is really what it is. You're a bunch of dopamine addicts. Because it's not about Z, it's not about OTW, it's not about Paul. It's about where you all can get your next fix. That's really what it's about. And it's clownish. Yeah. It's true, London, man. Like, they're just gonna look for whoever's gonna give them what they need, really. It is facts. And many of you really need to take account of your consciousness and yourself and where you are. Because a bunch of you think you're, like, the super truth or holier than now, like you all know something. Now I know where James was coming from the other day, and he was right when he said it, like, we all think we're so special. Like we're in a secret club. And we're all just being played, just on a different level. Yeah. Flow state, dopamine fix. It's pathetic, really. It's sad. But many of you know that about yourselves, really. Like, that's really what it is. I have some informational content for you guys, because why not? Let's, because I know you guys here are here for, like, you guys want the info, right? You want Z to lay down the gravy for you. You just want Z to come on here every morning and just basically what? Break down the fundamental nature of this reality, talk to you about the lies of science. So you guys want information, right? Let's do information. I have some information here. I think you guys will enjoy it. Let me pull it up. I think we'll all find it very interesting. And maybe you guys will get something out of the broadcast this morning. I don't know. Let's play it. This one's called How to Mix Plaster. This is valuable. This is useful information. Fair use, everybody. Yeah, we're going to learn something this morning. Pay attention.
Hello, my name is Ryan from Skinfast Plastering, and this is the definitive guide on how to mix plaster correctly. Now, this video can be used to mix a variety of plasters, including multi-finish, board finish, and technically any other retarded hemihydrate pre-mixed gypsum plaster. So with that out of the way, let's get straight into what you'll need to mix the plaster.
You
So
guys
the
paying
first thing you'll need
attention?
is a
You're going
mixing
to learn
tub.
something this
I
morning.
personally like these
You know.
Rhino Flexi tubs.
I mean, I
whatever
want to
you
be
do,
here
not
as
mix
like, you know,
in
a
water
resource for you
bucket
guys.
or any sort
Because you all
of,
want
hard
information,
plastic bucket,
right?
because they will break. You'll want a bucket
You guys want the
trowel,
gravy? This
and
is
finally a
plaster
whisk,
gravy, you
or
know.
at least some kind of whisk
Yeah.
drill combination.
Yeah. So
So
enjoy,
now we need to get
everybody.
the water. Here's
Enjoy
time
the
for first
broadcast
golden
this
rule.
morning. We're going to learn about
Always
plaster.
use clean water. If you use dirty water, it'll make the plaster dry brittle, it'll dry too fast, and it won't be very strong. So now we need to figure out how much plaster we're going to require. According to British Gypsum, a bag covers about 10 meters. I'd say about 8 to 10 meters squared. So you'll have to do your own calculations on that, figure out how much you need. When you're mixing, you're going to want around, according to British Gypsum again, per bag of plaster. It works out. But what I always do is fill the container that you want to fill with plaster about halfway with water, and then by the time you put the plaster in and mixed it, it should come more or less just to under the top of the container. So now we've selected our plaster. We know how much plaster we need, and it's time to start mixing. So go ahead and just start pouring the plaster in there. You want to pour in there less than you know you're going to need altogether, just to get the bulk in there. In this case, I'm mixing up about 1.5 bags, so I just throw 1 bag right in to start with. Now it's time for golden rule number 2. You should always add plaster to water and never water to plaster. It's just good practice. Make sure it doesn't mess up your volume, so you can always add more plaster to the water. So you want to add it in little stages. Obviously at this part I'm just getting the bulk in there, but once you get close to it being done, you just add in a little bit more plaster at a time until it's the right consistency. So once the plaster's in, just pick up your whisk or your drill with a whisk attachment and start mixing. To start with, the plaster that you've poured in, part of it will probably have sank down to the bottom. So you want to use your drill or whisk to move it around the bottom of the bucket, and it'll just lift it all off there. The last thing you want is to have it hovering above the bottom, and then when you go to scrape the plaster out, it's covered in dry lumps of plaster down at the bottom. So just go around the edge, basically make sure you've covered the whole surface of the bottom of the bucket. At this point, we're just mixing in the dry powder, just making sure it's all fully submerged in the water, and makes you creating a bit of a vortex just to pull all of the plaster in there. So the footage here is actually now sped up a little bit, just for your sake, really. So basically, what we're still doing is I'm mixing in the powder, taking a look at the plaster, seeing how wet or stiff is the terms I use, but see how stiff it is, or if it's too wet, then add more powder. As you see there, I'm just lifting the drill out a little bit, and I'm looking at the ripples just to see how high the peaks are and see if it falls flat on itself. If it's not standing up at all, then it's still a bit too wet. So I'm just adding in a little bit more powder at a time and just mixing it in and then checking again. The consistency that we're looking for is, I've heard it described probably best as maybe double cream. It's that kind of consistency. It doesn't want to be too, you'll see in a second, but it doesn't want to be too firm. Otherwise it won't spread. Obviously you want to spread it quite thin. We're going for like a 2 or 3 millimeters, so it just needs to be able to spread nice and thin. So right now the consistency is looking pretty good. I'm just getting all the lumps out, using the bucket trowel there just to clean off the whisk, and to scrape around the edges of the bucket, because the dry plaster will stick to the edges of the bucket. So right now we're on full power and we're just mixing the plaster, beating all the lumps out of it basically. So at this point the consistency is good, and it's just a case of mixing it smooth. you tilt the drill to or the whisk to an angle. You don't want to overmix the plaster. You just want to keep it so it's just about lump free. Once it's lump free and smooth, just give it another 30 seconds or so, and then you're done. And there you have it. That is how you mix a bucket of plaster. Now, as soon as you've used your plaster, be sure to give the bucket a clean out. Make sure that you clean it while it's still wet, just to save yourself the hassle of letting it dry in there. Clean your bucket, clean all your tools, and then the next time you come to mix plaster, you'll have a nice clean bucket and nice clean tools. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it and I hope you've learned something. Please give us a thumbs up, please subscribe, join us for more tutorials and more videos, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Hey guys, this is Derek. Welcome to another how-to video. This one's going to be on how to make plaster of Paris, or how to mix plaster of Paris. And I know a lot of you probably is saying, you know, well, why make a video about that? What's the big deal? You just mix plaster of Paris with water. Well, there's a couple different ways to do it, and I'm going to show you the way to do it where you have the maximum amount of working time with it before it hardens. And there's a certain procedure to do that. And a lot of people I see mixing it don't do it this way. So I don't know, maybe this will help some people out. So let me get the camera set up and show you the list of materials you'll need, and we'll get started. All right, let's get started with our list of materials. First of all, you need plaster of Paris. You want cold water. You want, I already got it out of my tap. You want to get the coldest water you can get, which I have in this bowl right here. Like I said, make sure it is the coldest you can get. The colder, the better. Spoon for getting out your plaster of Paris. A smaller spoon I'm going to use for mixing. I use a larger measuring cup because this plaster of Paris roughly gets mixed 2 parts plaster of Paris to 1 part water. So this helps me get it close, although I'm not using, you know, exact measurements like that. Whatever rock molds you might want to be using, if that's what you're going to use this for, have them out and ready. And a spray bottle with just regular tap water in it and with a drop of dishwashing liquid. That will be used for your rock molds. Now, some of the tricks to this to give you the longest working time with this plaster of Paris is the coldest water you can get. The warmer the water, the quicker it's going to set up. So you get your cold water. Now, I used my measuring cup because I put 1.5 cups of cold water in there. So now I'm going to measure out 3 cups of plaster of Paris. That way it gets it close to what I'll be using it for. And I'm just using my large spoon. I'll fill this up to the 3 cup mark. Might need a little bit more, might need a little less. We'll see once we start. There we go. That's a little bit more than 3 cups, but that won't be a problem. Now, the next trick to this, you want to put the plaster of Paris into the water, not the water into the plaster of Paris. You do it, some people they put the water into the plaster of Paris and they're stirring the whole time. Once you start stirring this stuff, you're activating the hardener basically. Not hardener in it, but the minute you start stirring it, it's going to start to harden. So don't stir it till you absolutely have to. And what we do is, we got our water here. You just want to start putting this a little in at a time. No stirring. And allow the water to soak up the plaster of Paris. And just do it a little at a time. Wait for it to soak it up a little bit. If it starts to float on top, it'll eventually, the water will soak into the plaster of Paris. You want to keep doing this. Every so often, maybe just tap the sides of your bowl you're mixing in. That'll release any little air bubbles that are in there. And basically what your plaster of Paris is doing is sinking to the bottom of the water. The water's soaking into it, but it's sinking to the bottom. And the object here is you want to keep adding this plaster of Paris slowly until the water can't soak up anymore. And avoid stirring it. Do not stir it at this step. Doing it this way will give you a longer working time with it before it's hard. I don't know if you've ever used plaster of Paris before, but a lot of times while you're using it, it starts to harden before you're done doing what you're doing with it. And you know what kind of a pain that can be. The step here could take a little while, but don't rush it. No need to rush this step. It hasn't begun to harden at all, so you still have all your working time yet. You just keep adding it slowly till the water can no longer soak it up. While I'm mixing this, I want to say, stay tuned at the end of the video. There are a couple YouTube members I'd like to mention and show you an alternative to plaster of Paris that I plan on trying. And I will show you that when I mention one of the other YouTube members. He uses it instead of plaster of Paris. Not sure if you can see that. starting to get to the point where it's having a little bit more difficult time to soak it up. We're getting close. Like I said, this really isn't exact, so there's really no need to measure. It just kind of got me close to how much I'm going to need. We might not need all of this, we might need more. But I'm thinking we're getting close to the point where we're about done. Okay. Now before we start stirring this, go ahead and get your rock molds ready. What you want to do is take your rock mold and just put a light mist of your water in there with the 1 drop of dish soap in. That way we can get ready to pour these. I want to try to show you this. There you can see it's no longer soaking it up. Now what you want to do is don't whip it, just gently stir it. As soon as you start stirring it now, it's going to start the hardening process. The slower you stir it, the longer work time you're going to have. Avoid stirring it fast. Avoid whipping it. We're not making scrambled eggs. Work at it slow. Get all the lumps out of it if there are any in it. Doing it this way, there's really no lumps in it except for what little bit didn't soak in at the top. So just kind of smooth around, make sure it's all mixed in. If you don't like the consistency, you can add a little bit more now. But like I said, just remember, now that you've stirred it, you've started the hardening process. I'm going to add just a little bit more. I just want a little bit thicker yet. And again, avoid whipping it. Stir gently. Try to get all the lumps out of it. The gentler, the better. Unfortunately, when you add more to it, you're creating lumps. So just be prepared for that. If you can get the right consistency right from the beginning, you're going to have the nicest mixture possible. There we go. Now I'm going to attempt to pour these in the molds while you watch. Sure would be nice to have a camera person. I'll just take it. Fill your molds up. Shake them a little bit, get the air bubbles out. Some of them don't like to sit level, so if you have something you can kind of stick underneath them, that will help out greatly. That's kind of why I have them sitting on top of each other here, to help hold each of them.
D. Ray White first learned to flatfoot as a child around home in western West Virginia. Later, he picked up tap steps by watching traveling professional dancers. His dancing is mostly tap, with some flatfoot and some steps of his own. D. Ray dances with hand patting, singing, storytelling, talking blues, and of course, to music.
First I was an apple hanging on the tree. Glad old Sandy come along and take a bite of me. I get along home, get along home, get along home, Sandy. I'm leaving soon. Worse than all the apple hanging on the tree. They don't see it come along and take it away from me. Get along home, get along home, get along home, I'm leaving soon.
I'm going to try to demonstrate to you 2 or 3 steps that I learned when I first started dancing. So the first one I ever learned, it went something like this. And I could go fast or slow or however I wanted to do it. And the next best step I learned was a flat foot dance, something like this. That's what I call a flat foot dance. Then I learned another one, this guy I saw dance, he called it the back step, something like this. And that's about all I learned, but what I learned, the different steps that I do, I learned them on my own. I can do a tap, go something this way. And I'll do a 1 foot right, 1 foot left. Then I put them both together and you get the sound. So you can keep any kind of time that you wish when you got steps like this. You got a good layout to go by. It's just comes natural to you when you learn what you're doing. I got one here I call a shotgun blast. Woodpecker pecking on a pine. I see you, old pecker, but you don't see mine. Here we go. I'm going to do one for you called the groundhog. Now, I ain't saying that I'm an expert singer, but it helps me keep the rhythm and the time. But just don't pay any mind to the words you listen at or the singing part of it. But I got to do it because I ain't got no other help. It goes something like this. Let this cornbread land on a shelf. Let this cornbread land on a shelf. You want any more, you can sing it yourself. Groundhog, groundhog, groundhog. Meats and a hubbard and a hides and a turn. Meats and a hubbard and a hides and a turn. 5-inch groundhog, I'll be done. Groundhog, groundhog, groundhog. That's it, Fort Pitt. This is one I call Rabbit and the Broom Sage. I used to do this quite often when I was a younger kid. And go something like this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do one here for you now that I just recently made up, or otherwise I'm making it up as I go. It's rhymes and chimes, I call it. It goes something like this. Woke up this morning as it drizzling the rain. Round the corner of Cummings Main, sliding on crutches. If you want to go to Deezy's, I'll tell you how to do. Fishy feet and little mutton soup. Go easy. Slide fantastic. You'll be there pretty soon. Up a road and across the creek, I can't get a letter but once a week. I don't know why I got out in this territory, but I'm here. I love it. Gets better all the time. If I stationed in the Navy, I'd come home and get some gravy. Boy, that'd be fine, wouldn't it? Some of them jumbo brown biscuits. Good, fantastic cold glass of milk. Woo! What town is this? Pumpkins, let's go on. That little all stuck in the wall, and that's all. Oh, yeah. Come here, son.
He's ready to roll.
Come over here, Papo.
Show him how it's done a little, man.
Now, I was about probably a little bigger than this dude. That's my grandson. And that's best I can remember. I was about his size when I began to learn what it was all about, catching on to different steps and the timing too. And I correspond them together, and I found out it sounded pretty good in my ears. Be quiet, buddy. And so I just taken it up from that point and been doing it ever since. So here's the way they used to do me when I was, before I started walking, you know, they do me this way. And after I learned to walk, why, they do patting for me and stuff of that nature. Keep enticing me to dance. And I started off by something like he's doing there. That's what I call a flat foot. Then there's one more style in a flat footer. It goes something like this. See what I mean? That's just natural flat feet. And then I learned the rest of them on my own. And this boy here, he's going to make it. He'll stay up 2 o'clock in the morning dancing with me. He's got it in him, so if he don't make it, it's going to be my fault, ain't it?
He's off to a good start. I can see that already.
Well, I see he's interested in it, and he likes to do it. And I believe he'll make a dancer of some type because he's got it in him, and I like that part of it. When somebody's interested, I'll start.
Einen Jura hör ich gern aus der Nähe und von der Fern. Mit der Liebe im Herzen drin singt in jede Sängerin. Darum zieh ich jedes Jahr in die Berge, das ist klar. Und ich sing mit frohem Sinn, weil ich dann in Urlaub bin. So ein Jodler wir beleidigt, der bringt Stimmung und macht Freud. Wie ein heller Sonnenschein leuchtet er ins Herz hinein. Überall im Alpenland ist ein Jodler wohl bekannt. Immer wieder sing ich sie, diese Jodler-Melodie. Einen Jodler hör ich gern aus der Nähe und von der Fern. Mit der Liebe im Herzen drin singt in jede Sängerin. Darum zieh ich jedes Jahr in die Berge, das ist klar. Und ich sing mit frohem Sinn, weil ich dann in Urlaub bin. herrlich Stimmung und macht Freud. Wie ein heller Sonnenschein leuchtet ihr ins Herz hinein. Überall im Alpenland ist ein Jubel wohl bekannt. Immer wieder sing ich sie, diese Jura-Melodie.
Hey Z, you gotta give me some warning when you let me on here, bud. I'm making breakfast and shit. What are you saying, buddy? I'm gonna turn off the music. Testing out the StreamYard app. StreamYard finally made an app for mobile. I don't know why it took them so long, but it's in beta right now. You're done with your plaster mixing and your fucking yodeling? You've gone completely insane this morning, haven't you, Z? Can you give us a little fucking yodel, Z? Can you yodel for us? Do a little tap dance? People are saying the chat has been deleted. I am using Ethernet. Z, what kind of shtick are you doing now? Now you're gonna put me up with this annoying music in the background, bro? Come on, man. I want to see if I can use StreamYard in the background. Can you guys still hear me right now while I have this in the background or not? Chat, let me know if you can still hear me. Can you guys still hear me right now when I have the app in the background? I'll go check my screen. Okay, good. Thank you. What in the fucking pierogi is going on here today? The fuck is wrong? Z's in his feelers, so he's employing the hate frequency. Is this your hate frequency? What the fuck are you doing? I was just trying to make fucking breakfast. Gage, if you play the same loop half a beat, then we can counteract the hate frequency. I might have to try that now. So I've learned two things this morning. Don't fucking breed with your family. You end up yodeling and tap dancing, and use cold water and mix slowly your plaster so you don't fucking there's a hard Number one thing I learned, there's no inbreeding, or you get fucking people tap dancing and yodeling. You just being a fucking dick. Turn the music off and get on the damn fucking. Are you done yet? Oh, for God. Now we need the fucking It's a theme song. It's a theme song for your entire show. Fucking clown show. Perfect. Who has a concession stand going? Wheel the cart over here. New Bass wants to know if you're on your period. You got that heavy flow, don't you? That shit's been busted open way too many times. Take me out to the Z game. That's better than the fucking yodeling, at least. That evil laughing music. I like the clown music better. What's next? You gonna have a conversation, Z, or no? Or do you want me to, have a dialogue with your audience?
Much love and good evening. It is May 6, 2023, about 9 p.m. Western Time on this lovely Saturday evening.
What the
So
fuck, bro?
I just want to say what's up, give everyone an update on what's been going on. I've been feeling the vibe of a break. I guess my intuition's been telling me, that a break is coming, and I guess I turned into I need to take a break. Then I didn't, drama happened, and then now I see why I was feeling the vibes of a break from YouTube, So I've been dealing with some serious matters, very serious, and it's been very difficult, and we got to be careful during these times right now, because with this, the energy's flowing. It's like everything's bubbling over, and all of our thoughts and things that
You
we've been
couldn't
manifesting,
pay
whether
me to
we know it or
co-host this
not,
fucking
are all
clown show.
bubbling over, and just not in good ways or bad ways always. You never know how it's going to manifest itself. It's just how you deal with it. That's all that really matters. A lot of these things are out of our control. So I've been gone about a month. I haven't done much in the last month. Feels like a lot longer than that. But we will be back soon, and I'm excited about that. But lately I've been just, like, super worried, like, not just all paranoid, walk around everywhere, just my intuition has it saved my
Bro, I
life
have no
a
control
few
over what the
times,
fuck we're playing. Your Z's
and other
playing it in the
people,
background like
and
a weirdo.
also it's got me out of some serious trouble quite a few times, and I think most of us, especially in the community, can relate with that and knows exactly what I'm talking about. But at the same time, the intuition can kind of bring you down, or you don't want to believe it, you know, or you just deny it and you keep pushing forward. And then what you thought, what you denied, what you foresaw happening, and you denied because you didn't want to believe it. Now you have regrets for not acting on it or doing something. You know what I mean? In some way. I'm sure a lot of people know exactly what I'm talking about. So I haven't been much around communities or anything. Every once in a while, I'll pop into maybe a random live stream and just check it out for a minute. Other than that, nothing. I just got back a trip from my mom's. I'm going to go on another one. So everybody, I would appreciate it. Everyone that's listening, the community, send positive, high vibes, healing vibes to my mother, who's my best friend. I love her to death, and she's an angel, and she's, you know, my best friend, my mom. She's everything to me, and so it was nice visiting her the other day. I just realized I had a stream set up. I kind of went last minute to go see my mom for a few days, and then I realized now that I've been having a stream waiting for me to
Are you fucking done yet, Z? Holy shit.
start to fire it up, but we're gonna have to postpone that one. And but it's nice going to visit her because it's in the mountains. It's a couple hours away, but it's in Lake County, California, Clear Lake, and it's so beautiful. It's like going from Sacramento Valley to Lake County, and it's only 100 miles away. Is going from one of the dirtiest airs in the country, air quality, to one of the best air qualities in the country. And it's like as soon as you get into the mountains, it's like time slows down. And driving through there and just being there was just like, wow, it's so refreshing, you know? It's nice.
Welcome
So
to the E Show, everyone.
anyways,
Or,
just want to give
welcome to the
everyone
E
a quick
Show.
update, and we'll be back. We'll be doing our thing randomly when the vibes are right. I'll be going live, and I'm sure a lot of us during these times
Welcome
are
to the E
dealing with
Show,
serious
everyone. Enjoy.
You know what I mean? But I definitely am, and that's why I've been gone. So just want to let everybody know. But I really love everybody, miss everybody, and this community.
I really
is one
love you
of
guys all. Welcome to the E
my
Show. We're empathetic here at the E Show. Do not kill yourselves, please. Do not
my
kill
favorite
yourselves.
places to be is with the community, you know. And so I appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys soon, everybody. Much love on this lovely Friday morning. And we're at 90 degrees in California. I'm getting my tan going. Did a 7-day fast. Going to do another one next month. More intense. And just looked at the forecast. It's going to be in the 60s and raining in 3 days. So we're going to go from 93, 94 to 62 in the next few days, which is very strange, but makes sense, right? Global to the warming, they call it. And by the way, they're going to be deleting accounts. Anyone speaking against global to the warming. Okay? When they start running this AI and rescanning things on these different topics and getting rid of accounts and saying you are, you know, a danger to humanity speaking against this topic, you know how many accounts are going to be deleted, people? Anyone comes on your panel and says, you know, pretty much every panel I've had, the conversation comes up at least half the time, and almost nobody believes it. So it's like, and I've seen on almost every panel as well. So say bye-bye to your account if you're speaking against that. But, you know, it is what it is, and we'll play their game, right?
I love you, brothers and sisters. We're on the
People are
empathetic
just
war. I love
attention
you all.
whores. All they want is attention, 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 and people are just focused on the internet and getting attention any way that they can. People are at the point now where I've been on the outside looking in and just not even paying attention to a lot, working on the man in the mirror and not worried about other people, you know, what's
Take a
going
look in the
outside of that or
fucking
getting
mirror, brothers and
attention for
sisters.
anything. Because I don't want to be like everybody else. I don't want to be having the same exact conversations and arguments over and over again about the same damn thing. And it's just, it's not me. I like to be me, original. And at this point, this whole AI thing, well, back to that. I mean, it seems as though people are even buying subscribers. They want attention so bad that they are craving attention from AI, and they'll take that attention. And AI is going to getting to know you very well, and your AI, your little mirror AI, is going to be more interesting than you. It's going to be a point where I'd rather just speak to your AI that knows everything about you than you yourself, because you're predictable. All right. So what the hell's going on out there? What the fuck is going on with these people? They're attention whores, my friends. They're attention whores. And almost all of them are. But we're not playing that game, guys. No community ascension vibes whatsoever anywhere. You know? What the hell's going on out there, people? We got to get this channel up and cracking again and get to the community ascension vibes. And not the same arguments. Flat Earth. I mean, fucking the same religious type stuff and God and the Creator. The Creator doesn't care what shape you think the Earth is. The Creator does not care, or your higher self does not care what name you give the Creator, what religion you fall for, or, you know what I mean, what creation story you believe in. It's about the experience. Okay? Trust me. So, it's very dull and flat and boring. So, yeah. So that's why I've been in the background, not paying attention, but on outside looking in. The more ridiculous things look, the more you take a break and sit back and observe, the more ridiculous things and people look, in my opinion. Not that I'm perfect. I look ridiculous. I might look ridiculous to people right now too myself. You know, it's just my opinion. It's just what I'm observing. But yeah, people. So people are getting really into this AI with this chat thing, and you know, it's like this is the next step from the phone. You know, right here. So we're all gonna have our little AI assistant, right? So we know where this is going. How far are we gonna? Where are we gonna draw a line in the sand? You know, how far are we gonna take this with this AI stuff? Are we gonna get the digital ID when that comes around? People think that they're sovereign, they don't have a license or a license plate, but we're going digital very soon in the next few years for sure, especially when they bust the next event and go dark for a little bit, and they're going to force people to if you log on any accounts, you got to have your digital ID going. And all you clowns that think you're sovereign or think that you're under God's law and stuff, and you're this and that, and you're out of the system, you're all going to line up to be in the digital ID system 1,000%. I have no doubt about it. And you know it too. Not me. I'm not going along with it. I will not partake in the digital ID system and this whole thing that's going on, Chat GPT 3 and all this mumbo jumbo trash. Okay? I want my ideas and thoughts to come from damn me and my higher self. I don't want AI notifications. I want fucking my higher self notifications coming at me. You better fucking believe it, people. Much love. Love you all. Y'all have a wonderful night, a wonderful day, wonderful weekend, and miss everybody. Much love.
That's all you got, Z? Oh, you want to look at Mr. Talcott's website? Okay. I made you an intro for the E-show through AI, since we're talking about AI, Z. Let's read it. Upbeat music. Narrator. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to embark on a journey of inspiration, empowerment, and heartfelt connection. Welcome to the E-show. Empathetic warrior. Dynamic visuals of diverse individuals engaging in acts of kindness and support. Narrator. In a world where empathy is a driving force behind change, we present to you a channel that celebrates the incredible strength and compassion within each and every one of us. Join us as we explore the power of empathy and the profound impact it can have on our lives. The E-show, Empathetic Warrior, is your gateway to community that values understanding, kindness, and unity. Through engaging stories, insightful discussions, and uplifting interviews, we'll delve into the triumphs, struggles, and the extraordinary journeys of everyday heroes who spread empathy like a wildfire, igniting positive change in the world. Whether it's stories of personal growth, acts of selflessness, or inspiring movements, the E-show, Empathetic Warrior, will inspire you to become the change you wish to see. Join us as we journey across the continents, exploring diverse cultures and communities that share the common language of compassion. Together, we'll learn valuable lessons and discover the true power of empathy to bridge gaps and create a better world. So if you're ready to embark on a transformative voyage, unite with the fellow warriors of empathy and create a brighter future for all, then look no further. Subscribe to the E-show, Empathetic Warrior, and let's unleash the power of empathy one story at a time. There's a little AI intro for the E-show. Yeah, I know. I'm not supposed to read the narrative part, but I'm telling you, like that's what it generated. Could make one for Z-show if you want.
Hello again, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to Chats with Jack. It is Talcott time, Sunday evening. Tonight we want to discuss to be a boss or a leader. We're going to open this up for conversations and hopefully have some guests coming in. And there's some announcements I'm pretty excited about today. And if you notice, even the intro, we're starting on a different foot. So I want to start as people are joining. We'll start a little bit slow today. And I want to thank Moose definitely for being here with us. John Vance, Lions Not Sheep, and Brother Smith. 6079 Smith W. Thank you for joining in again. That's just to get us started. For those who join now and join later, let's have some fun. Tonight is an important topic, one that I've been allowed an opportunity to really kind of notice. See, leadership, it's not something I ever wanted. By my growth in my life, my path, I've said this before, I became an unwilling leader. But that's not really true either. And see, I know that I'm a lot like you and most others. We are all leaders and bosses in our own ways. It starts with how we treat ourselves within ourselves. Are we Well, let's start with foundation. What makes the
Holy
difference
cows,
between a
brother.
boss
So
or a
insightful.
leader? I think all of us adults, if you've worked anywhere or done any sort of commercial exchange, financial exchange, you've dealt with employees. And employees are supervised, managed, directed,
You
guided
got 1 minute until 9
by
o'clock.
other
Z. Are we
people
ending it here?
who
Should I give
are
you an
given
outro?
the title of bosses or leaders, whatever. There's lots of names for the position. All it is a position. My mind right now is in the business structure in an organization. A little, they put themselves up above someone else and you do what I say. And there is a place for that sometimes. But personally, I think people deserve more respect than that. So I prefer the idea of leaders. And in my lifetime, I had the blessings of being exposed to some really admirable leaders, from the military service to even my time selling cars, to especially within the union and some of the organizations I discovered as an adult. Veterans for Peace being one of them. So for me, I noticed what a leader was early on in my life.